Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Saturday, and this is your Weekend Warrior class. Today's class will do some asana, but mainly it's going to be focused on more philosophy and meditation. So I was inspired to teach today's class about Bhakti. And you've heard me just talk about Bhakti before. It's one of the legs of yoga that encourages us to reach enlightenment, basically, or higher consciousness through devotional acts. Like singing or chanting is very common in the Bhakti world, to sing prayers of peace and love, or to devote yourself to a particular quality or idol and invite unconditional love into your life. This leg of yoga is effective for a lot of people, but it's just very different from, for example, practicing yoga poses. This is more of a yoga of the heart and a yoga of the mind. And in our area, there is a very renowned Bhakti. They're called Bhaktis, a Bhakti yogi. His name was David Newman, and he recently passed away. And I wanted to invite anybody who's watching this to look him up and listen to some of his music. So he's a singer-songwriter from a yoga teacher, and he would lead devotional kirtans, call and response mantra concerts, where people would come and sit, and the practice of kirtan tends to be really uplifting and joy-filled, which is what Bhakti is all about. So we're going to explore those qualities in practice today. How can we approach the yoga practice, and by extension, life, with a sense of unconditional love, with a sense of devotion and dedicated to doing what's right, to being good, to loving everybody and everything on purpose, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So let's start in a seated position. However is comfortable for you. And we'll face the palms either face down or face up, somewhere that is comfortable. Try to sit up nice and tall without feeling postured or forced. Close your eyes. The ultimate purpose of practicing bhakti is so that really we can feel the presence of God. I'm gonna say God, or like unconditional love. And this God being, for example, isn't labeled or specific to any particular religion. It's just a word that seems appropriate to feel that presence of like synchronicity, universal love, awareness, all the qualities that any particular God embodies. When we practice bhakti yoga, we're inviting those qualities to be in our lives more often. And so I'll open up class with a short meditation that's actually based on the Christian tradition of the examination of conscience. It's often used as a means of scanning over a certain time period and preparing to give a confession. That's not the direction I'm going to take this today. Instead, I'll prompt you to sit in contemplation for a few minutes in quiet and consider, let's say, the last 24 hours, and just make mental notes of the moments in your life in the last 24 hours that you felt the presence of God, the presence of unconditional love. It could be the simplicity of having your cup of coffee in peace in the morning, or seeing the sunrise, or playing with your grandkids, or anything else. So let's take a few minutes there. You can drop into your breath, and I'll prompt you again to just scan over the last 24 hours and make mental notes of when you felt the presence of unconditional love, devotion, or God. We'll take one more minute of contemplation. So now notice, removed from the specific moments, the overall presence and energy that you're feeling right now. Is it possible to, in a sense, capture the energy of those special moments and invite that energy to present itself now, in this moment? In other words, at this moment, can you feel into unconditional love, the presence of peace, the presence of those godly qualities, independent from any particular moment? That energy is simply here. Be with that energy, breathe with that energy for some time. This is the energy that we call on when we practice bhakti. The more we practice bhakti, the more we practice yoga, this energy becomes more apparent in every moment of our lives. And it fuels us to take action, to do what's right, to live our day-to-day lives with that sense of unconditional love and devotion. And it's the energy that you're invited to apply to the yoga poses that we're going to do now. You can put forth this goodness into your your asana practice today. So with that, you can open your eyes and let's stand up and we'll do a little bit of movement now. We're going to start in mountain pose. Putting a little bend in your knees, just shake out your hands, a gentle bounce in your knees. Pick up one foot, shake it out, and the other foot. And then with your feet still, you can inhale and stretch up your arms, reaching long through the right side and then long through the left side. And folding forward over your legs. Bend your knees generously. Gently pulse through one leg and then the other, stretching into your hamstrings. When your legs are even, go to a halfway position, hands to the knees, lift your chest. And on the exhale, fold forward. The inhale, rise up, lift the arms. Lean back into a standing back bend. You can bend your elbows like a cactus arms. Take the arms up on the inhale. On the exhale, bring the arms down by the sides. And arms lift up. Swan dive forward over the legs. You can still have very bent knees, hanging out here, lengthening the spine, pulsing through the legs again. Going to a flat back, lifting up the chest. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise up, lifting the arms. And exhaling, hands together. Into a full sun salutation. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Big step back with the left leg. Plank pose. Do cat-cow if you prefer. Or head to the belly. Cobra or upward facing dog. And then child's pose or downward facing dog. Fuel each pose with bhakti, devotion. Step to the front of the mat, arms lift. Head down again, exhale. Flat back. Right leg steps back. And pose, this is your cat-cow or vinyasa moment. The child's pose or downward dog. Step to the front. Arms lift, inhale. Exhale the hands together. Sun salutation B, enter chair pose. 5 breath holds. Fold forward. Left leg back. Warrior 1, you're facing the front of the mat. Generous bend in the front leg. Arms up. Hands to the floor. Again, a vinyasa option. Downward dog. You can walk or hop forward, standing up tall. Hands at the heart. Side 2 of Sun Salutation B. Chair pose. Fold forward. Right leg back. Warrior 1. Hands to the floor. Plank pose. Vinyasa. Downward dog. And step to the top. Or hop to the top. Stand up. Hands together. Facing the front again. Now we'll get into some sideways poses, starting with crescent moon pose. You can steeple your fingers, lift the arms up, and stretch over to your left. Feel the breath moving under the armpit, into the rib cage. Lift to the middle and the other side. To the middle. Lower the arms down. Take your legs wider with a natural turnout of the feet. Bend your knees. Take your elbows out to cactus arms. Sit nice and low for goddess pose. Establish your focal point and breathe. Fuel the pose with Bhakti. Straighten your legs, squeeze your glutes, reach your arms up. Again. This time you can add side crunches. Right elbow towards the thigh, inhaling up, left elbow towards the thigh. One more to each. Stand up tall. Take your arms wide. Warrior two with the right foot in front. Extended side angle. Forearm over the thigh. Left arm stretches up over the ear. Warrior two. Turn the toes in and pivot to the other side. Side angle. Pivot upright. Turn your toes in. So all 10 toes are facing forward to your twisting variation. Right hand to the left foot. Turn the chest. Inhale, upright, and exhale, twist to the other side. Try to keep your spine straight as you rotate. The hips will keep pointing forward. Okay, then from the center, you can walk or hop your legs together. You're in mountain pose again. And now we're going to take the breath of joy. So as a review, it's a 3-part breath with movement of the arms. 3 inhales followed by 1 exhale through the mouth. The first inhale will go near the belly. The second inhale by the ribs. The third inhale by the chest. And it's a very energizing and uplifting breath. It's meant to elicit joy and bhakti. Make sure you have plenty of room to swing your arms around without hitting anything. But a bounciness in your knees and start letting the arms go forward and backward. So when the arms go forward, that will be your first inhale to the belly. You'll keep the arms forward. So like this, inhale belly. Now inhale out to the sides, open the ribs. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale through the mouth and fold. And you inhale to the belly, inhale to the ribs, inhale to the chest, exhale. Inhale, becomes bouncy. Twice more. Hang down for a moment and slowly rise up. Feeling the effects of the breath of joy. Let your heart rate come down a bit. When you feel more neutral, we'll go into a pigeon pose of your choice. It could be on your side, on your back, on the front, in a fallen pigeon. Whichever leg you prefer. Start lengthening your exhales, moving into more of that quiet space. Please sit upright and switch your legs. Your pigeon variation on the other side. Sitting upright. Soles of the feet together in diamond pose. Bring your feet far away from your inner thighs and drape your spine forward. Slowly sit up. Slide your legs forward and you can lie down on your back. As you take Shavasana, and open yourself up to those moments of devotion, of bhakti. That energy can be with you now in the presence of love and light, or the presence of God. Not having to do anything or be anywhere else, completely here and now. And sealing the imprint of your practice, keeping this energy with you and leading with it as you step back into the rest of your day. As an engaged practitioner of yoga and of bhakti, unconditional love and devotion, you can make your way back to a seated position. Your hands together, and you can bow your head down. Namaste.